Badou, à la koto ouais papa. Tout temps on cuisine, on parle de cordon bleu. Ou dit mon c'est extensif, on te demande si c'est ouvert. Tout temps on cuisine, on parle de cordon bleu. Ou dit mon c'est extensif, on te demande.
Before we divulge into that, I just want to make sure I lay down the groundworks, okay? Haitian men do not cheat.
All right.
We can do
Here
no
we go.
wrong.
So, right.
This
All
is
right.
every episode
And
that we
then
do.
now that we have this understanding, we can now move forward.
Okay, so my experience right now, and this is just a quote, you know, Ki j'aime pas di famille mieux qu'aime casser. Y'all know that song? Y'all know?
She's talking about the Impossible song.
Anyways,
Continue.
Ki j'aime pas di famille mieux qu'aime casser, right? Boom. So this is the first relationship that I brought to my mom. Like, a few episodes back, Timoon, I was just talking about, Mom, back on the simna, you know, whatever. Konya, Fifi.
Remember that?
Konya, Mario changer, whatever. Anyways, Kam kase konya. Bagay yo, right. Kam kase pour seulement 3 jours. We Haitian women. We gonna get up and move on, okay? Seulement pour 3 jours. So, yeah, this is the first relationship that I brought to my mom. And I was just so embarrassed to tell her, like, you know, it kind of failed because me bringing this up to you, everybody was looking at it as like, oh, ça c'est premier monde bouille get up on my yo, get to giving sick on.
How did we get there?
I know, right? Because I've never really spoken. They scared me so much into talking about relationships with them. Like I never said anything about it. But because like, you know, I'm a nurse now and you know, I have my job and I'm paying rent now and I'm giving sick. So yeah, Mom, yeah, I'm dating somebody. This is what it is. This is what, you know, this is what it's giving. So my father don't know though. You know, your mom is gonna be the soft one. So you know, but anyways, it failed, and I was so like, it was so hard for me to say that tell her that it failed. Like I came home from work, went straight to sleep. Like I couldn't even deal with it. I didn't talk to nobody. Just for 3 days, come home from work, straight to sleep. Finally, third day, she sees me, boy. Oh, if I'm power, I'm tap low, we power. One vin la kala wal domi, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I'm choking. I'm literally choking. I get to work. Not even 2 hours later, I call her. I'm like, Mom, yeah, you know this happened. Like I'm not talking to him no more. Whatever. She's like, Ambe, ou pas dans cette poli, ça pouvait. So move on. I was like, you know what? Right, that's it. Like, that's really all I needed. Because everybody was like, Brie, it's going to be okay. Like, whatever. And all my friends, I spoke to, you know, my closest friends to tell them, like, you know, I don't think it's working out. I don't think, you know, whatever. So everybody was telling me it, but it didn't hit me until my mom told me, like, from school, like, what I said, like, I'm
Let me
like,
tell you
yo,
something about a Haitian woman.
gangster.
And just Haitians in general. If there's one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna survive.
Literally.
So
Literally.
She had to like G-check you real quick.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
Yeah.
you're gonna be fine.
Now I'm like, yo, and you know, you guys are just now finding out. This is literally recent. This is like live news right now. You guys are just now finding out now, but everybody was like, you know, me fam so. I'm like, Timon, like, I was ready, like, like, I'm ready. It wasn't until, like, I spoke to my mom and I heard that strong voice on the phone, like, girl.
Insert clip where Brianna said what she would always want and what she not dealing with.
I don't want
You
nothing
said
but a
you only
Haitian
gonna
man.
deal with a
Like,
man.
I'm so sorry.
All right,
We're
not
gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about
It
that.
was a viral clip. She said
not-
she can't deal with a Nigerian. She not dealing with no Mexican. She not dealing with no white bitch. She can only
deal with
a
Haitians.
Haitian man. Do you think like you kind of put yourself and like kind of manifested that?
It's
like,
okay though, because a lot of us was in that same position at one point.
It was a learning experience.
It was a learning experience. It was. But Tim di nou timoun, okay? Parce que mwen sot al fè data. Ça c'est data. We're going to look at it as data.
Research and development.
Okay? So what I've noticed with our Haitian man, and we were just talking about this earlier, is that nou ge sham. You guys are very charming. You guys are very much like, you know, very much chuchuteo. Like, I'm going to chuchute my chili. You know, like, I'm going to make you feel good. I'm going to make you feel special. I'm going to make you feel like all that in a bag of chips. L'autre nation, if you don't come to them already feeling like that, then like you out there. Like, you have to come with your confidence. You have to come with all of that. Like, you can't have a down day. You can't. Because, yeah, they're not going to... Your Papa will pick you up like a Haitian man will.
So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to disagree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree. And the reason why I say that is because all cultures have their subsets of people who either are super charming or don't give you any validation at all, or very like hard and stern. Even within our own Haitian community, we have some of those men who start out that way, right?
Wait, that's true.
And then once they get you, and now you're married, the ball game has changed. And now it's just like, well, what you want me to do?
Right.
And it's like, I want you to be the you who swooped me off the dance floor as we were dancing and plugging together. That's what I want.
That's what I want.
But sometimes that's not what you get. So, that's all I wanted to say.
Right.
Was that?
I'm gonna hold it in longer because
No, let it out. Let it out.
Haitian men be really could do no wrong.
From the data that
I'm just
I
saying
had
you guys
to
are diverse.
from the data that I had to pick up, and I really just seen that like that path, like, okay, Nation style, like, they're gonna love you, they're gonna do that, but it's not gonna be like a pick you up like a Haitian man. Mem si pick you up pa long. Like, I feel like lot Nation, about mem try. Like, I don't even think like you really have to come picked up. You really do. A Haitian man will try for 2 days.
You should always just come picked up.
Of course.
You should always come picked up. Because sometimes those things are superficial. And you don't want to have someone who's going to say all the right things and then deliver nothing.
Yeah, that's true also.
So is that what you guys feel like? You guys feel like Haitian man only like empty words?
No.
I
told you, I think y'all are diverse. There's some of y'all who say and do what you mean. There's some of y'all who are full of it. There's some of you who will not give much of anything. And it's like, this is how you found me. This is how I'm going to be forever. And as humans, we're supposed to change. We're supposed to develop. We're supposed to learn. We're supposed to grow. And not everybody wants to do that.
I've seen that happen in real time. The thing is, though, from what, the data.
The data collected.
That comes with age. I feel like a Haitian man's prime is just exactly what that is a Haitian man's prime. As they grow older, they start losing things like their hair. They start being a little more like stressed out with, bills and more real life things. It's like, it reflects on their personal relationships. But
isn't that all men? That's all men.
It is kind of, but it's a little more harsher with Haitian men,
Oh,
the things that kind of, with Haitian men, the things that they kind of dealt with and you thought that they were dealing with earlier on, later on, it's more like, the arguments start to become more like, why are you like this, and instead of it being more like, okay, I'm sorry, it's more like they'll just walk away.
Yeah.
It's a lot more like cold as they get older. I start to see that, but I do see what Brianna's talking about. But also, as you develop that with a Haitian man, it just like what you said, unfortunately, it doesn't always last forever.
Right.
It really doesn't. So, like, honestly, when it comes to the whole relationship thing, a lot of times, and it's really, like, okay, I guess now I'm really going to have to be honest. I'm really going to be honest. I might have to cut it out later on and edit, but... a lot of Haitian men ain't shit.
Why are you gonna edit and cut that out? Don't cut that out.
A lot is
keep that on there. Don't
keep that there.
Keep that on there.
They want to hear honesty.
Even that I disagree with. I don't want to say a lot.
Wow.
Not all of them. It's some of them.
There's some.
Excuse me.
It's some of them that mess it up for the rest of them.
It's over 50%.
I can't even hear this. A lot
It's
of
So I don't have real statistics, and I think we're all going based off of our own experiences, which are
You're right, but it is very alarming, like the amounts And when I say
So-
ancient,
So yeah, that's what I want to know.
there's levels. There's
Define-
levels.
Yes,
There is
that's
levels
what I
of
want to know.
ancient.
Define ain't shit.
Okay, so on the like groundworks of ancient, we have it could be emotionally cheating, it could be staring at women, it could be over sexualizing a lot of women, it could be things of that nature, it could be flirting. They have issue with flirting. It could be things like they like to keep a roster, you know, things of that nature. That could be like baseline. The more higher version of ancient goes as far as multiple families.
Yeah.
You know, kids
If that's
on
the
the
case,
outside.
that's every man then.
No,
Right.
which you're right, right. But there's a certain skill set that Haitian, like Brianna said, there's
So
a certain
define that
sham.
skill set.
That sham is they have a way of, if they can have more than one, to make both feel like they are the
They're
only
so
one
special. They're
in their lives. And
literally.
I would agree with
Man,
that
I
part.
have a coworker at my job. He's an old Haitian man. Love him. He's great. He has a good amount of baby mamas, like a good amount, and he still is married to his original baby mama. Same thing as my dad. Like my dad has a lot of baby moms, but like I don't even think my mom is the original baby mama. But you know, my mom is the one that got
Married.
the right. Got it. So a lot of times, like all the side, bitches will feel special, but that main woman will feel like the main woman. Like I'm in the main house.
So- I think even that is like a cultural thing, right? So like when you go back to like Haiti and like the times of our parents and even our grandparents, right? It was like a known thing for the men to have their wife, and a lot of times, depending on where in Haiti you're from, many of the men would be traveling for work, right? So they weren't necessarily working in their town. They would have to go to Grand Villain to go work and whatever. And guess who they see in Grand Villain? Another cute little thing, right?
Right.
And they end up meeting that person, and they end up having a family.
Marguerite.
But again, because of those, Marguerite, that's bothering you. So because of that, you have to think about those times, right? Like the 40s and the 50s, where women, what kind of rights did we have as women? Like where were we going that you were going to be like, oh, you're cheating on me? Look at that's it. Then you're not going to leave that relationship. You're going to stay and you're going to continue on, raise your family because Pierre or Jean is giving you that money to take care of the children. He comes, he disciplines the kids, tout le monde a dormi, and
So you
everything
just
is
put
fine.
up with everything.
But that was the time.
Yeah.
At that time, that was the time, right? The women would put up with these things. Sometimes, and I'm sure many of you have heard of these things, where men would bring their other children to the wife to help raise them and care for them.
And then you would hear the evil stepmother stories.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just a thing of the time. But now, as we're starting to come out of those, eras, it's starting to change. But because those are the things that we know, like we had talked about earlier, it's hard to change. Change is very scary for people. It's kind of just like, well, my grandfather did it, and he was like a womanizer, and that made him masculine. So maybe I should continue this too. But our generation of women, we're kind of like, we're not having it because we have jobs, we have degrees, nous get moyen. And when we want to leave, it's just like, nothing's holding me back. Like your mom, the first thing she said to you, "Ou pas fait simonakli."
Yeah.
Because if you did, now it's like,
Exactly.
Changes everything.
You
I
guys
might
have to figure it out.
Right.
The family has to have
so
a
you
meeting.
see where the mentality comes from.
Yeah.
So I think that's why you have to look at those bigger cultural dynamics in these things and why these things continue to perpetuate themselves.
Can I give my perspective?
Absolutely.
Also, what you're saying is absolutely true. In a lot of conversations, what I like to do is, we live in a world where we have men and we have women, right? So a lot of times the way we see things is very different. And there's also an inner workings that, as much as you guys might talk about, right? Only you guys as women can understand behind closed doors, especially within y'all female group dynamics, what you guys talk about. There's certain things that might not come to the surface. It's the same thing with men. Now, I'm going to speak towards that. And, if I have to be honest, what you're saying is true, but there is also a good amount part in the back of their head. Men like to be championed by their peers.
Yes.
So the idea of having more than one woman makes them feel big and makes them feel like they're that guy. And when they talk about it amongst their guys, a lot of them like to talk about, you know what I'm saying? They like, if I'm 45 and, you know, my wife is around that same age and I got somebody who's 20, we all talking about it, we cracking beers. They're, oh, I'm like,
so now as y'all generation of men, a generation of women is saying, okay, nu fini avec bagay sa, we're done with cheating men. Y'all generation of men need to have those circles nou pa pren sa nan mon base.
Do you know what kind of generational curses we would have to be? I'm not Superman.
Y'all better start breaking it.
No, but the thing is,
y'all better start breaking it.
It also depends on what your value systems are as a man.
Exactly.
So some men, and like even when you go back to like teenage years, right? Some guys, they value more so women, right? Like everybody knows that guy in high school who was just back to back to back to back, had multiple girls. Some guys, that's what they value, having a lot of women. Some guys value being excellent at sports. Like, oh, I was the man on the court, blah, blah, blah. I was Michael Jordan back in my school. Okay, great. I was Kobe back in my school. Okay. Some guys care about money. It's like, oh, yeah, I was hustling. I was making money. I was doing this and that. And those guys grow up. So you're going to have the group of guys who still want to chase after women. You're going to have the guys who only care about fitness and this, that, and the third. That's their priority. And then you're going to have the guys who only care about money. So while you're talking about, yeah, I'm taking down this girl and that one, he's just like, and how much did you spend taking her out? Because I'm trying to, you know, do this type of job to get to the bag. So it depends on what your value system is.
Right. And I think y'all should just start making those circles smaller. They be so that's coming in the circle talking about, oh, yeah, I bagged a 20-year-old and you guys are in your 40s, 30s. Okay.
And it's like, come on.
Okay, all right, sir. You could find your group of people, or I'm out of this group.
Find
like,
your people.
you know, like this. And then we could start making them groups smaller, and then until they don't exist no more. Like, who are you going to tell?
I think it's easier said than done.
No,
it's definitely easier said than done. That's why it's generational, right? It's going to take many, many years to change. Like, behavior change in general just takes a long time, even in your own lifetime. Like, there's so many people, like, myself included, like, oh, I'm going to lose some weight this month, next year, 3 years, wait. I still haven't lost the weight yet. So it's like these things take time and time. So if you're talking about a full generation changing a whole mindset,
it's a process.
It's a long way to go.
And I'm not Superman, you know, like I know one guy, he's a Biden, and he was just telling me, he was like, yo, j'ai remis, yo, chaque fois moi on femme, senti femme, conquer femme là. I'm like, what do you mean conquer her? Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's really how they feel.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, like, showing me all of these videos on his phone with him with multiple women in bed. And it's just like, wow, like, and being that, especially in Haiti, you know, a lot of times, you know, if there's not like a program going on outside at nighttime, like, well, what y'all think they doing? It's not like there's a whole lot of jobs going around. They out here just doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just such a norm. They come into this country with that same mindset. So think about that shop they got, right?
Yeah.
Your women got love.
Right.
And then they're gonna hit you and they got not only you, someone else, and probably 4 more back in Haiti that's expecting them to get a job in America, but also send some money back. Yeah. Now, think about it. Now, we're at 5. What do you think I'm going to tell him to give that up? What do you think? He probably promised all 4 of them overseas that he's going to, you know, say, feel residence for you, you know. Stop.
But, you know, unfortunately, and it always comes down to the women doing the work, we have to vet these people.
Very true.
We have to vet these people and make sure that, like, what's he saying? Who's over there? Is that true? And then you pull yourself out of the group of 5. And then now it's 4. And maybe the other girl might pull herself out. And now it's only 3. That's the only way. But I'm sure he'll find another to... But it's up to us, too.
Now, do you feel like... Because that level of strength, it definitely depends on the person.
Yo,
and
you took my level of strength.
Which level of strength? On the man or the woman?
Let's not, guys.
Which strength? Are you talking about the man or the woman?
For the woman, right?
Okay.
Let's not act like there aren't professional men out here who, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've seen it happen. These women will not want to let that, even if they'll question it. It's like that, guys, with all due respect, there was this saying that I heard. You don't need to lie to a woman, right? If you tell them the truth, they'll lie to themselves.
Wait.
Like make up something on top of their heads.
Like being
Make
the
it seem
Lulu.
like-
No, like,
Yeah,
they'll
like-
tell you the truth, but you'll lie to yourself.
Being
To
the Lulu.
rationalize or reframe what's happening.
Exactly. They'll show
So
you
you don't
themselves.
basically not wanting to believe what that person
Right.
is telling you.
Right.
Exactly.
To make it more palatable for you to be
It's
like,
exactly.
it's okay.
Just to satisfy your own needs, basically.
And to feel like, you know what, no, maybe he's not doing this, or maybe he's not like that, or maybe he's not. And it's like, it makes it more digestible to kind of
Deal with what's
deal
actually
with
happening.
him.
Yeah.
And kind of like this picture that you have of him, it doesn't
Yeah.
get tainted, because the moment it's tainted, you actually have to face the music like, wait, actually, I think I have to leave. And you don't
Yeah.
want to leave.
But
And
that,
sometimes it takes a long time for some people to leave.
it
Because they
does.
really gotta sit down and really process it, or something bad has to happen for them to really leave. Like it has to really go to the extreme.
I could say this, like, I feel like what took me forever to like really like sit down and like really get active with my feelings, or what I told, the person that I was, with or whatever, like I really had to keep saying like, okay, the grass is not always greener, because like I would listen to other people talk about the relationship, and like one of my coworkers, her man even take her out for Valentine's Day. I'm like, oh, you didn't get that? Damn, I got that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, or this girl was talking about how her man doesn't even like, help pay for her nails, or when she wanted, oh, you don't do that. Oh, I mean,
You doing that
memoti
for me.
swasa
Yeah.
like convoy moment. Them with budam shita la, like, and whenever you hear about other people's situation, and like you hear about like how bad it is, or like the bad stuff that goes on in their relationship, you're like, okay, mine is not like that, so I'm cool over here, but I'm still going through stuff, I'm
Yeah.
still going through stuff that I don't like, but because probably I shown lot qui pas bon, like mom discussed like pam not qui pas bon.
That's why it's so bad to compare your relationship to other people's relationships.
Right.
Because you can only think of what you will tolerate, what is acceptable for you, what works for you. When you start thinking, and this is what I was saying about the value system. Somebody else's values might be, I don't need validation. I don't need reassurance. As long as he's paying this, and this for me, I'm good. He could even have other women if he wants to. I can care less, because my financial needs are being met. Everybody thinks that, everything looks good over here. We take pictures together. We look like a perfect, Instagram couple. And if that's your values, perfect, works for you. If you need something else, that might not work for you. So that's why kind of comparing like this person's relationship to that person's relationship, it often doesn't work.
It's the must be nice culture also. A lot of people like to look at another relationship and be like, must be nice. Wish I had that. Which kind of segues.
Where the envy comes.
Now, I like how you use the word envy. Do you feel like a woman can have single friends while you're happy in your relationship? Or do you feel like you have to keep that at a distance because there will always be a level of envy?
I think they can. But again, it everything to me boils down to your research of vetting the people that you're with. Like if you know that you have, like let's say your best friend forever is single, you know that this person is very confident within themselves. They're not looking for your stuff. Like I know Oprah talks about Gail all the time, right? She's just like, one of the things that she loves about Gail is that Gail is not jealous of her and what she has. So if you know that your friend is like that, where they're not looking at they don't even want anything to do with your relationship. They just care about you and your happiness, and they're focusing on themselves. Yes, you can have a single friend relationship. But if you know you have that friend who were good friends, but she's always having some sort of relationship issue, and she's talking about other people, not necessarily you, right? It's just like, oh, did you see this person? Da-da-da-da-da.
That's something you should really look deep into.
You should look deeper, because then that's how you watch and you observe people. How they behave with others is most likely how they're going to behave with you. So you have to pay attention to those type of things and see like, when I get into my relationship, she's going to say those things about me, or she's going to be like, oh, that's great, girl. And then to someone else, she's going to be like,
It's all up to you on how you pick your friends, basically.
Yeah.
and your partner. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the biggest investment you're going to make is your partner.
I think it would be harder for the other way around. Like, unless like, you know, you've been with this person for forever, like as a single person, when you're the one that's like out and everybody's doing their dates and their stuff, and you're like, oh, must be nice.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Hey God, it's me again.
Right.
I see what you're doing for others.
In the comments, they be going crazy.
Back when they suta them said, yeah.
Oh my God.
So do you guys feel like that's a red flag from your friend if you hear her say must be nice?
Honestly,
Like while you're telling
I
them.
don't think it's a. I don't want to say I think it's a red flag.
I think it will put me off.
I'm all about red flags.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that will definitely.
Yes.
I think that'll definitely put me off. But like, I would also like I wouldn't necessarily throw that friendship away. Like I'll just start to distance like what I got going on, because I don't want you to ever feel some type of way
I don't
about
believe
you know
in just throwing
right.
relationships away, but you could definitely pause.
Like I'll keep my relationship.
phase out.
Keep like a boundary.
Yeah, I'll keep my relationship away from you. If every time I say something, it's always must be nice or is this, that, and third.
Like you really gotta like catch yourself.
When I'm with you, I'm single. You don't worry about that man. That man is not, you know. Well, not like
but they can get hard because sometimes, you know, depending on the level of envy and jealousy that this person might have towards you or what you have, they might start putting in things to make things not work out for you. You know what I mean?
Put you in a position.
Put you in situations that will cause issues now in your relationship. And it's just like, damn, girl,
And
he's leaving you because you like to hang out with me. That's a problem.
A lot of relationships end like that because of that one friend.
That is true.
Yeah.
So, okay. From what I'm hearing, I like how you said it's a red flag, but you guys were a little bit iffy. So the must be nice thing, is it the tone that makes a shade?
No, I said it's a
Or
red flag for
shady?
me. I said it's a red flag. I feel like I think it makes me feel uncomfortable, and it's like I wouldn't say necessarily say you're not happy for me, but it's like it's always gonna be about you kind of moment. Like you know, it's always gonna be about you. Like it could be about us. You know, like once you say it must be nice, like you're just retreat. Like you know, I don't want to talk about nothing with you
over and over and over again.
Have
now
you guys
it's like
ever said that? Must be nice.
I never. If I have, I probably haven't caught myself saying it, but I don't know.
I think that's one of my languages, but I don't think I've ever said it like in a way that has jealousy. Like it would like must be nice, like you know. Okay, I see you must be. I mean,
So
like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, is the tone of voice, does that matter?
I don't think I've ever done it to. Okay, it does matter, but maybe not to relationships. Maybe it's like. You're outside, like, you know, you're outside having fun, you're getting lit, you're, okay, it must be nice, girl, I see you, you know, you having a blast, but it's never like, once it's a relationship thing, like, I'm doing something with my man, we're going out or whatever, and you hit me with that, must be nice, that tone don't matter, it don't matter,
No.
What you mean by that?
So, guys, you heard it first, even if you're thinking it, don't say it out loud,
Right.
okay? Keep that must be nice real.
Do we want them going
close
into
to your heart.
underground though? Or do we want you to say it so we can spot you?
No, say it. No. Definitely say it so I can spot you. Et puis nous tout.
Yeah.
Yes, see everybody.
Ponuello.
Right.
Come out in the light, please.